Day one has arrived. It's regime change day. We have the Samsung GB9002 juicer. It's just arrived. I've got put onto this by a friend of mine called Marek, who lives in Phuket, the little island of Phuket in Thailand, around about 6 months ago, and he swore by it. I did have a glass of juice whilst I was with him, and it did seem to give me a bit of a boost, and I've since sort of read up on it and watched loads of videos and all that kind of thing, and it does seem to have a lot of health benefits. So, oh, look at this, we've even got a juicing recipe book. How fantastic is that? Oh, I was wondering what we're going to actually put into it. Oh, brilliant! Yay! Oh, that's a nice little bonus. So you've got that there, you've got the juicing recipe. Now, this is a masticating juicer as opposed to a centrifugal juicer, and apparently these are the better ones. I guess reasons will become clear, but this kind of basic understanding I get of it is that a centrifugal juicer kind of like chops things and slices things, whereas this one almost like kneads them and kind of crushes the vegetables, so you get more of the actual juice into it and more of the actual nutrients that you need. So the kind of for a glass like that, you're going to be using like a box of vegetables kind of thing, and you can imagine if you tried to eat that box of vegetables, it would probably take you a few days, whereas you can get all of the goodness in a glass size. So what we're going to be doing and documenting is a detox kind of thing. So we're going to be using this juicer, and we're only going to be drinking juice from it using the various recipes for a whole week on a detox thing, and then after that we're going to be excuse the wife there, and after that we're going to be let me get this out of the box. We're going to be having like at least a glass a day, so we're going to be cutting out one of our meals, probably like the lunchtime meal, and then we're just going to be having a glass of juice per day. So this is it, and it's all very exciting. Ooh. This, I guess, is the main part of it. Yeah, that's the main part. It's quite weighty, I'd say, and it looks like something from Doctor Who. So we've got that part there, and then we're going to have this bit here, which is all the gubbins. One part that was a little bit, well, I don't want to say putting me off, but like one thing I've got to deal with, and I guess we'll find out and sort of report back to you, is how easy this thing will be to clean. So that's one thing you're going to get to grips with. So here we have, that's the plunger thing I think you got there. There's some cleaning stuff. There's one of the nozzles. So again, you can do lots of different things with this, apparently. And there is, there's the two little containers, one where the juice goes and the other one where the pulp goes. That's that. We have the multi-purpose juice extractor owner's manual. This will tell you how to do it, and again it looks like it's got some recipes in there for us, so we've got lots to get to grips with there, and you can see it does lots of other things. It makes other things which I'm not quite sure about, but I'm sure we'll find out as time goes on. And we have here the main part that'll go on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you now for a second, and then I'll try and show you how to assemble it once I've figured it out myself. Okay, so we were going to do like here's some I prepared earlier, but I just thought I'd better show you before we start, like how much of everything we got. I'm going to do it all, and it's going to be a weird concoction. So we've got parsnips there, and we've got a bag of them, it's 500 grams of them, and we've got a cucumber here. We've got a whole whack of ginger, which I think we'll use about a third of, because I think that's quite potent, that stuff. We have a bag of apples, which you're going to use the whole lot. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 apples in there, and then we've got a whole handful of mint there as well. So I'm going to chop these up, and then we'll start over then on the juicer. Oops, forgot the beetroot. This is also quite an integral part of it, because I'm sure this is going to colour the whole thing. So we've got 4 beetroots as well, so they're going into. Just having a little quick look at this book, Miracle Juices. Looks rather fantastic. It's by Charmaine Yabsley and Amanda Cross. It's got all different recipes and what have you in there. Plus it tells you, what's good for you and what each of the vegetables do and what they're good for. So that's going to be a great read tonight. Yeah, it explains everything there, so you can come up with your own little recipes and what have you. Lovely. Okay then, so after chopping all that, so we didn't actually do all of the apples, we did about half of them, but we've got this here, yeah, which is quite, looks like a large amount. I'm thinking we're going to get like 3 or 4 glasses out of that, but maybe I'm going to be wrong. Okay, so this is the juicer setup. So it's rather simple. You've just got these 2 containers here, and one of the containers is for the pulp and one of the containers is for the juice. It's got this little sieve thing on it here that catches the froth and all the leftover little bits of juice. This part here is officially known as the hopper. I've used the hopper before in paintballing. You put this on top of your paintball gun and you put all the little paint pellets in it. Anyway, so that's the hopper, and then this part here, it's very simple to pop in. You just literally, all this came sort of assembled with this little thing here. This is the juicer bit on the end here, and this inside here, it's like a filter thing, that's for juicing. And you've got a separate one as well if you just want to crush ice, or this does other things, but that already came in there. So all this part was like assembled as it is, and like I said, you just popped it in there, and then you just turn that around, and then that's in, and then it's all done. So literally just to pop that on there, pop the hopper in, pop your little things here. Guess that's got to be underneath the nozzle there, and then this one here is for the pulp, and then you're supposedly ready to go. So we're actually going to do this live for the first time ever. So I guess we turn this on like so, and then hopefully we just put these in, and it makes juice. Oh, that sounds good. Oh yeah, you can see there it's kind of like crushing it up, and there we have a little bit of juice coming out. How cool is that? Got to use this thing to push the things down if they're not going to go. So there we go, we're making a little bit of red colour going in there. Yeah, the reason, or one of the reasons why I started this is obviously for health benefits. Not just for me, but for the rest of my family. My mum suffers from COPD, which is like a lung disorder, and she's having real difficulty at the moment with her breathing. So hopefully, from what I've read and from what I've sort of, done on my research, this will just give, natural health benefits. And it is almost like a preventative to diseases and things, and hopefully can act as some kind of cure, or can, make things better. So not only am I going to try it out, me and the wife rather, my mum's going to try it out also, and my auntie, who's just been put into hospital, we're hopefully going to get her on it as well, because she's going to be out in a few days. So over time, we're going to report back and see what it actually does to us, if there is as many health benefits as is being shown to me at the moment, and whether it does sort of naturally boost your energy as well. I'm going to carry on doing this until we've got to the end, and then we'll report back to you once we have some glasses in our hand. Okay, so it probably took, I don't know, 8 minutes to juice all that lot. And this is the pulp. This is what we have left, and apparently the wife's going to use that on the skin. It's going to be a bit of a mess, but I don't know if there's any actual nutritional value left in that, or if you can use that in sauces, whatever, I don't know. Oh, there's a little bit more in there as well, look. Oh, look, bonus. And then out of all those vegetables, this is the amount of juice we got, and I'm guessing that's probably enough for about 3 servings. This is our first attempt, so I'm guessing it's not going to taste too good, because I do know that you need to put a lot of sweeteners in there. Apparently pineapple's a really good thing to bring the flavour up to a palatable level. So we're basically going to pour this, and we're going to see exactly how it tastes. So that's 1 glass there. So it's going to be 2 glasses here. Oops, got a bit carried away there. Make a very good waiter, would I? Maybe you'll get a bit more. but I'm reckoning about 3 servings, I would say, from yeah, about 3 servings from what we just did then. So I have to say I've got a bit of a cold sweat coming on. I think it's best to sort of down it in one as opposed to sipping it like a lovely glass of wine. But I've got my little pinky out like that. So here it goes. Cheers. That's funky. That's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought that'd be really, really horrific, but that's not bad for a first go. That's different to anything I've ever tasted in my entire life. But I've got to say, that's not bad. Apparently I've got beetroot lips. So don't drink a glass of this thing and go out to your business meeting. But yeah, that's not bad. I think we'll have to give you the recipe for that one. So I'm going to end this one now. In a minute. We've got one more thing to experiment, and that's cleaning this to see how easy that job is. I'm going to time that and let you know how long that takes. Okay, we're at the business end of the kitchen now, and I've seen a lot of reports and people asking questions of how long it takes to clean these things up, and people saying it's a pain in the bum. So we thought we would actually time this process. So I've got my dress on now. So here we go, and 3, 2, 1, go. That down there. Okay, so you can see we've got everything here. That's the inside part of it, to like the centrifugal force, whatever it might be. And there's a nozzle bit on the end. The 2 containers, the hopper and the hopper pusher in, and we've also got this part here, which is the funky sieve, and then obviously what we use to prepare the vegetables as well, the knives and the board, because that's all part of it. So we're currently on 32 seconds and going strong. Keep going. Not forgetting, you can use this here, which is the scrubbing brush thing, which we just forgot about. So that needs to be used to give it a good old scrub and a good old clean. Look at that there, meticulous, beautiful. We're currently running on a minute so far, and she's already cleaned all those things over there. So I'm reckoning we should be done in around about 2.5 minutes and we'll be done. She's given it a good old clean as well, so it's properly done. No messing around, no half measures. Lots of gunk. I'm really not sure whether the wife's going to be able to use this stuff to actually put on her face. Maybe we'll make another video with that. Then again, maybe not. So we're currently running on 1 minute and 42 now. So coming up to the 2-minute mark. We still have all this to go. I think we've done the hard bits now, and these are the easy bits. There's the sieve. Yeah, very nice. This little brush thing seems to help out wonderfully as well. It actually comes with the machine, that brush. So very, very handy it is too. And we're now on 2 minutes 14 seconds. And we're down to the last 2 bits of the machinery. So one of these is for the pulp and one's for the juice. So one down there. And then this one was for the pulp. So once we've got to that stage there, that means we've cleaned all of the unit. And if you look at the time here, the time there's 2:47, so 2 minutes and 47 seconds to clean all of the machinery, and I'm reckoning you're looking at about another 30-40 seconds there to clean that lot there. Nice. So first impressions are very, very good. It's been about 30 minutes since we've had our ingestion of juice, and feel fine. if not a little bit excited. So we're going to be carrying on using this, and we're going to be doing the detox over the next 7 days, and we're going to make a record of it, and also hopefully maybe get my mum on camera, which is going to be quite tricky to do. And hopefully you should get some good idea of whether this might work for you or not, because this is the whole reason why I'm making these videos, is because I saw a few and I've read a lot about it, but it's like, is it going to work for me? So with all the cleaning and the sort of difference in the lifestyle changes and all that, is like, that's what we're going to experiment with to see if it is a viable thing to do, and if it is worth all of the effort for the result at the end of it. So stay tuned, and there'll be more to come.